What's going on, everyone? Hawks21 here, back with another Splinterlands video. So the Archmage Peaked D account put out a really great article, and they ran a really awesome test, which spit out basically their top 30 cards that were most used across every single league for their bot. And obviously a lot of people are complaining about this bot because of how good the bot is and how efficient the bot is at winning games. So them revealing what their bot believes to be the best and most playable cards across all leagues is a pretty big deal. And we're going to cover it. This article actually goes back to July 26th, I believe. And I just saw it for the first time. But this is very, very interesting stuff, so I wanted to cover it. Before we do, again, I am Hawks21. I cover Splinterlands content. You can find me in a lot of places. Here on YouTube is the main one. It's how I got my start. I make Splinterlands videos almost every single day. If you enjoy Splinterlands or you're new to the game, it would be awesome if you could like and subscribe if you like what you see in this video. I am also on Twitter, and I recently launched a Discord. So if you want sort of more immediate access to me, my new Discord would be the place. My links for everything are in the description of this video. Okay, so the top 30 most suggested cards by the Archmage Splinterlands hand selector. So basically, blah, blah, blah. Here's what they did. They ran their hand selector algorithm assuming that I think it was just modern, every modern card was available for every single type of mana cap and different type of rule set, right? So they ran a 12 mana earthquake, 13 mana earthquake, 14 mana earthquake, 16 mana earthquake plus melee can attack from anywhere. You get the point. All the way up to 99 earthquake and poison. They ran everything. And what they did was they tallied a use score. And you'll see the list below. It has the cards that were used the most, and then also the summoner it was used most with. And they broke it out by league. So I'll just read this. The use score is a rating that compares the frequency with which the monster/summoner pair is picked among the top 30 cards. For example, a score of 100 versus a score of 10 indicates that the card scoring 100 were used in 10 times as many battles as the card scoring 10. All of the top 30 cards are utilized frequently, however, these relative variances may help you determine which cards to focus on obtaining. So if you're just building out your deck, or if you're looking for key pieces for your specific league and you don't have something that's on this list, this would be a pretty good place to start. This is a bot that wins a lot of games. So, whatever their code, whatever their program they're running is a good one. So if they think a card is good, a card is probably pretty good. So here we go. We're going to go through the list and point out things that we noticed. So this is for bronze. And I will also say the paired summoner is just the summoner it was paired the most with. So for example, right, you see Deep Lurker, Flying Squid, Demon Shark, all were paired with Kelia the most. Jin Oceanus, on the other hand, also a water card. Oh no, this is no, Serpent of Eld is a modern card, sorry. These three paired most with Kelia. Jin Oceanus paired most with Quicks. We don't know if, it was 60 times with Quicks and 59 with Kelia, right? I would assume if they broke it out, Jin was also paired pretty frequently with Kelia as well, and maybe even enough to make this list. But it's clear to me that they don't break it out, because they do look at some old cards, because there's just no repeats. It would happen at some point, right? So here we go. As you can see, Kelia dominates, and it's basically water card, 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 neutral, water card, water card, water card, neutral, 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 water card, water card, water card, Water card. Sorry, this is annoying, but I'm just proving a point. Water card, water card, water card, neutral, water card, dragon, neutral, water. Then we get some death and another water card. So basically, in bronze, you need to be playing water. If you're struggling in bronze and don't have a water deck, you should figure it out because it seems like water dominates bronze. And I'll have a video coming later this week running the bot I've been running in bronze and silver, and I've basically seen a similar thing. It runs water a ton and it wins more often than it loses. So big takeaway from bronze, very simply, is get water cards. And if you look at the summoners real quick, it's basically Kelia and Quicks all the way down. So most of them are with water cards, as you know. So Kelia, Quicks, water, and then Thaddeus sneaks in here at the end. So then they do also break out most used summoners, as we saw. Kelia 18, Quicks 10, and Thaddeus 2. So yeah, bronze, build out your water deck. I'll link to this article in the description of the video as well. Let's move on to silver. We see a pretty familiar story, right? We got Kelia, Quicks, Kelia, Quicks. Thaddeus starts to get up here a little bit. We got some Obsidian. So it starts to get a little more well-rounded, right? But still, it's a lot of Quicks and Kelia. Quicks and Kelia. Some more Obsidians. Let's just see if there's anything weird. You know, like Deep Lurker, Jinchwala, Genoshanis. You know, Flying Squid is obviously great. Anything that stands out? The chicken. That's funny. Probably just all of the low mana games, right? Axemaster is high. So Axemaster seems like a card. And I know 12, Infidel 1258 recently made a video where basically Axemaster was carrying him through. I don't remember if it was bronze or silver, but one of those leagues. There's a lot of newer cards too that I've noticed. You know, a lot of these are modern cards, and clearly they include some of the older cards because you have the Creeping Ooze here. Chimer Princess. So yeah, there's a little more sort of diversity in summoner and card. Nothing really stands out. Water's still obviously strong, but Death makes a little bit of a comeback. Actually, Obsidian ends up with 5 there at the end. So yeah, there's just some magic plays at silver that clearly must be popular with the Unicorn Mustang. Interesting. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you see Quicks again. And it's not super surprising, right? Just because of the ability to play across splinters. So Quicks being the first, you know, it's a really valuable summoner. And, you know, maybe that's telling me that, you know, Quicks should be a little more expensive than it currently is. I just picked up, I think, 6 BCX for like 14 per BCX or something crazy like that. You know, all Chaos cards have risen since then, but, you know, if you're getting Quicks in the teens, it might be a pretty decent deal. You know, and Kelia's priced above all the other ones. So maybe not too surprising. Let's go to gold. And this is interesting, right? Because look at this. The first 2 are Cursewind Deku and Silent Shavi with Thaddeus Brood in gold. I don't play in gold. I basically just stick in diamond now, but this surprises me. And then you see Quicks with a death card. Quicks, the Corpse Fiend is the death card. Death card, 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 death card. Everything is a death card. And some neutrals and some dragons. So if you're playing in gold and don't have a death lineup built out, it seems like they have a bunch of optimal plays. Everything here, it's like how bronze was all water. This is all death. You know, Quicks is a summoner. You even got some Waka Spirit Blade in here. So Waka getting some love. That's a little surprising, right? So you have Quicks at 18, Thaddeus at 8, Waka at 4. Basically all dragon neutral, but mostly death cards. That's crazy. No Kelia, no Obsidian. Jeez. All right, let's look at Diamond Plus. So Dr. Blight comes in at number 1. That does not surprise me. You know, the Weaken and the Scavenge. Was Dr. Blight in this list at all? If it wasn't, this would also surprise me because this is when he gets the Scavenge and gets really good. Yeah, okay, so he's pretty high here. But yeah, you have a lot of quicks, and again, a lot of death, it looks like. Obsidian with Queen Mycelia, right? There's a lot of low mana Earth games where Queen Mycelia is dominant. Goblin Psychic, too. A lot of death, some water. Kelia does make the list a little bit. Some more Waka Spirit Blade, some Obsidian. So some more like diversity, but again, it's a lot of quicks. Some Thaddeus, some Obsidian, some Waka. Is Waka low-key undervalued? It's pretty expensive, but you know, I heard at lower leagues Waka performed pretty well. But looks like here it's gold and diamond. This is very, very interesting to me. Like, to me, Quick's at the top of every single list. And there's a lot of death cards that surprised me. So I'm not going to go completely into all of this, but I would utilize this list. Go through, find the holes in your deck, right? Like maybe you haven't leveled up your Lyra. Maybe your Chaos Dragon isn't leveled up. You know, maybe you're fighting in gold and don't have a death team. Seems like you should build out a death team based on all of these cards in gold. Or we talked about in bronze, right? You see everyone's, you know, the plays are with Kelia. If you don't have a bronze water team, you're not playing the optimal lineups. So I'll post this link in the description. I thought this was a fascinating sort of study that they ran. And I would use this to help you sort of fill in your gaps or make decisions based on what league you play, you know, what type of cards you should be looking at. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Just thought this was interesting. Again, if you enjoy this type of content, it would be awesome if you can like and subscribe. I will talk to you soon and see you around the game.